There is a $600, yes, $600 difference in price depending on where you sell this shoe. A lot of resellers don't realize how important it is to list on the right platform so they can maximize their profits. And this shoe that just came out, the RTF KT Dunk, is a perfect example of it. I had a client sell one of these for $1,000 on one platform versus on another, these are going for barely $400. And you might be thinking, Caden, that's an extreme example, which yes, it is, but there's a lot of shoes that are very similar to this one that the profit margins just don't make sense to sell on certain platforms. So this pair is the Void colorway, and I had a client sell one of these on Poison for $1,000. Poison has a maximum fee of $19 no matter what, like it doesn't matter how expensive your shoe is. So after fees, he only paid around $50 in fees, which most of it was that 3% transfer fee, which is on every single platform. Versus this same exact shoe on StockX, you're making basically $600 less in profit once it sells, which is absolutely crazy. To emphasize how crazy that is, you could sell this shoe on Poison, then take that profit and go buy another one on StockX and have a shoe for free and still make more profit than if you were to just sell it on StockX. Like, it would seriously make sense to buy this shoe on StockX, list it on a Poison, and make a $500 profit, $400 profit still, because you could literally do that. Now, I'm not telling you guys to do that because that's probably not likely gonna happen because a lot of people are gonna be listing on Poison. The market will come down, but it's still not gonna be that big of a difference compared to what it is on StockX. And Poison isn't the only example. There's tons of platforms that are just like this. In fact, even when I sell on StockX compared to GOAT, sometimes I'm selling on GOAT and a shoe might be listed for $130 versus on StockX listed for $150, and the shoe on StockX will sell, right? And vice versa. So it happens both ways. It's not just StockX, not just Poison, not just GOAT. Like, it's very important to check what platforms you're selling your shoes on. And the other crazy thing is these were only $222. I have two pairs of these. I have two pairs of the white ones coming in. I told you guys last year in November that you could pre-order them. So anyone could have bought them. You could have bought as many as you want. And you literally could have bought them for $220, sold them for $1,000 or at near $1,000 on Poison, which is crazy. And again, I had multiple clients do that. But for those who are selling these shoes on StockX and they don't know about Poison or these other platforms, trust me, they are really missing out because that's not something that you want to do. You're losing money by doing that. And again, there's two ways to make money: on the purchase, which is buying these for $222, which I mean you're already going to be in the green, and on the sale. You could sell it for $400, make profit, be happy, but wouldn't you want to sell it for, $600 more than that? Me personally, yeah. The other crazy thing is fees. You got to look at the fees, right? If you were to sell the shoe locally, like I'd be okay with selling the shoe locally, for $400, which is okay because on StockX you get paid less, right? There's no fees locally. Same thing with Poison. You got to realize, hey, they have a $19 max fee. You actually paid more fees on StockX. I'm showing you guys the photos on the screen. You paid more fees on StockX than if you were to sell a shoe on Poison, and this shoe sold for $600 more on Poison, which is crazy. So it's about knowing the rules of the game, right? Which platforms you should be selling on, understanding the fees, understanding the price breakdowns. And I have other videos on my YouTube channel breaking down these platforms and their fees and everything that you need to know about it. So feel free to check those out as well. I just thought it was crazy the price difference that you can make on that. And usually, again, it's anywhere from $10 to $20 to $50 price difference typically on these platforms. So if we're talking StockX, GOAT, eBay, Poison. So it's very important to identify that. But $600 is just absolutely cruel if you're selling on StockX. I mean, you're cutting yourself short and then some. So if you're a new reseller or even an established reseller, make sure you know where you're listing and check the prices before you do so, because what I don't want you to do is list it on a platform and then find out a week later that you could have made even more money if you sold it on another platform, right? Learn from your mistakes. Don't repeat them in the future. I'm telling you guys are going to find a lot of success. If you guys do need more help or want more coaching from me, check out the link in my description. I have a link to my Reselling Accelerator group. It's where you guys can work with me and use all the tools that we use for reselling, information, all the things. It's the best place for you to start if you're just wanting to start your reselling business or even grow it, right? Our average client in there does around $500 in profit in the first 30 to 60 days being a part of the group. If you guys have any other questions for me, feel free to shoot me a DM. But thank you for watching this video. If you found value, like and subscribe. I'll see you guys in the next one. Peace.